I have friends who legit reinstalled for this fucking skin. Oh, the Sabrina Carpenter one. I saw some art on Blue Sky of Sabrina Carpenter carrying Goku, and I'm like, you know, Espresso's a pretty banging song. This may be the first, like, pop star skin I actually want to use. Who's Sabrina Carpenter again? She's a Nandina Espresso, Summon Beer, I don't know the song, I just know the general gist of it. She makes houses, yeah. She builds forts at night. That's what she does. Make sure to ceasefire when you see another Sabrina. I promise nothing. She dated the Joker. Did she date Jared Leto? I don't... Crusty motherfucker. Did she date Jared Leto's Joker? My fucking neighbors, man. I think my neighbors are tearing apart their backyard. And so they just have a giant pile of dirt in the street and a bunch of concrete slabs in the street. And so we're just gonna, you probably won't hear it, but you may hear some construction noises in the background while they're like lugging around big stacks of concrete. Would be really fucking horrible, yet incredibly funny if somehow the forklift went awry or the bulldozer went awry and just, you know, cut through the house. Decapitation live here on Twitch. That's concrete, baby. That's concrete all day. Eat the dirt. I'm not the loam lurch. I'm not the mulch muncher. I'm not the dirt debutante. I'm not the guy out there you need eating the soil. I'm not the soil. I'm not in the soil supper. If you like mulch meals. If you like soil supper, if you like dirt dinner, you know, that's up to you, not on me. See, that's Sabrina Carpenter fired first. All right, it's every Sabrina Carpenter for themselves, all right? What about the cement? The cement's concrete. There's concrete. I'm not going to eat that. Get in your hole, Brendan the Mole. Buddy, I would never be a mole-type character. I would never be that little fucking guy in Banjo-Kazooie who tells you what to do. Fucking hate that dude. I don't remember his goddamn name, but I know he's a fucking mole and he pops out of the ground and he gives you tutorial hints. Hate that fucking guy. We should kill that guy, actually. I think, number one, 3 guys that I want to kill. The mole guy from Banjo-Kazooie. The mole guy from Animal Crossing. And you know what? Let's, Adrian Monk from Monk. Fuck it. He's just in there. I don't know why I want to kill him. I just, you know, I crave violence. I think somebody should pop his head too. He needs it. No, not Monk. Why not? Psych is better. You know it. I know it. We all know it. Leave Monk alone. Yeah. That's me when I walk up and they're fucking... There are protesters right in front of the temple. You guys gotta leave Monk alone. What did Bottles do? He's already canonically dead. I don't know who that is. Is that the guy from Banjo-Kazooie that I was talking about, whose name I don't know? You think I know things? You think I have a acute knowledge of anything? Oh, that's the Banjo guy, yeah. I don't know shit, man. All I know is, like, Gruntilda hot, Gruntilda old. I don't care if I wasn't married. I think Gruntilda's hot either way, so... Not gonna lie, Rock, I read over at your message you said Bottles popped. I'm not gonna lie, I thought you said Bottles pregnant for a second. I was a little bit afraid. Goontilda. I'm sorry, I don't know why I Bottles pregnant. What if Banjo had to put Kazooie down and Bottles had to go on his back and he had to deliver Bottles to the hospital on account of the fact Bottles was pregnant? How did you even? I don't know, it's like my brain auto-completes sentences sometimes. I'm sorry, fuck. I didn't mean to. Is the bad ending for Banjo really a bad ending? No, it's a baddie ending. You have the good ending and you have the baddie ending. That's the way it fucking works. The good ending and the baddie ending. Which one do you want? I mean, obviously, you want to beat the game and get all the jiggies. But, like, realistically, everybody does the baddie ending at least once. Why is it always pregnant? You know, Yahoo Answers people were asking that for years before it shut down. I don't think we're ever going to solve that one. I personally blame the inception of Ken Bone directly into my mind. Beautiful Human Submarines has done irreparable damage and harm to my mindscape. I will never be the same ever again. They ruined me. They got me. Rare really tried to get sexy on Nintendo 64. Tried to get sexy. What's your favorite pregnant skit? How does spider get, what is it? Pregnant? Pregante? Pregnant? Does spider have puss? Sorry, I was thinking of just I read that and I was just thinking of my favorite Yahoo Answers question. Does spider have puss? Does spider have puss? Only 90s kids remember. Number 2. Ooh. Who put spiders on my dick? Brendan, weirdly enough, the only... Oh, 1 second, sorry. Give me a moment. The only other streamer I follow is actually the guy behind the Who Put Spiders on My Dick. It's a good post. I'm not gonna, that's a premium post. God, if I could be as important to the conversation as the who put spiders on my dick guy, like, that's a good post. The stream needs a hero. Yeah, if only I had a gas attack. Damn, they got rid of the stank arrows, though. Remember the bow and arrow in For the Night, where you could hit him with the stinky arrow? There's Snoop Dogg again. Yeah, fair, man. Gotcha. Let me just fucking eat a pizza. Sabrina Carpenter eats pizza? Yeah, that'll do it. I thought more people would know who Sabrina Carpenter is. I mean, not in this chat, man. In this chat, maybe about 50% of the people here know who Sabrina Carpenter is, but the other 50% of the people here are like, fuck, I love Bob Dylan, or oh, fuck, God, I love the new Ghost album, or oh, fuck, like, dude, I'm listening to my dad's Metallica vinyls, and that's all I listen to. Give it about 50-50 here. She was in Milo Murphy's Law. Yeah, Weird Al was in that show. Oh, fuck, dude, this isn't King Gizzard and the Wizard Lizard. Like, I don't know who Sabrina Carpenter is, man. Is she like Jesus? I know Jesus was a carpenter, so. Weird Al season win. That's when Fortnite will finally be, once again, fucking epic. First we fort, then we night. Let's Fortnite. What was it? I've been seeing a lot of Minecraft movie memes that are all about different game series. And I've been thinking about Katamari with Jack Black. And, like, I'm trying to think, would he be the prince or would he be the Katamari? First we Katamari, then we Damacy. Let's Katamari Damacy. Like, what would, like, realistic? I'm just trying to think of, like, what would he be? Would it be the orb? Would it be the prince? Would it be the king? I mean, he'd be the king, obviously. Do you think if they did Jack Black as the fucking king, do you think they'd show the bulge, or? I'm just wondering. I'm just, hi there. I'm just throwing something out there, for my own sake. I just, not being weird about it or anything. I'm just wondering if show the bulge or anything. I gotta know. Why not all three? The Father, the Son, and the Holy Orb. Jack Black as the Father, the Son, and the Holy Orb from Katamari Damacy? True, actually. Give this chat member a true. Yeah, I saw a video of Jack Black. It was like the first we half, then we life. Let's Half-Life. Is that a freaking crowbar? Poison zombie. Physics puzzle, huh? This is a gravity gun. Do you see the one of the guys shouting flint and steel and throwing a Molotov into a full theater? No, I don't know if that's real. I don't trust you on that. I've only seen like the popcorn. I feel like if somebody threw a Molotov into a crowded theater, it would be like that one Batman. It would be like the Batman incident. That'd be in the fucking news. I would hear about that. A news outlet thought it was real. Oh fuck, my mouth is wet. Give me a second. Feel my mouth in overdrive. There we go. Yeah, I saw it in the fucking news. Oh my god, dude. Honestly, you are not immune. A lot of people aren't immune to propaganda. I'm definitely not somebody who's immune to propaganda. I fall for it sometimes. It's like people still walking around thinking the fucker right in the pussy guy was a real news story. Like, people just still to this day think that really happened on the news. My wife actually worked with the reporter who did the DD Megadoo. Was it DD Megadoo? I think it was DD Megadoo. Is my wife actually, when she worked in news as a master control operator, worked with the DD Megadoo person, so. But yeah, the fucker right in the pussy guy, not a real news segment. That was a fake viral video. Yeah, I'm sorry. I hate ripping joy away from you, right? Like taking candy from a sweet, sweet baby. But I have to. I have to rip the giant lollipop out of your hands. Your propeller beanie fucking broke. Your joy, your whimsy, ripped asunder. I've shredded it. I'm sorry. I didn't really want to have to do that to you, but what is that band shit you're saying? Where a reporter was trying to announce like a person's name and they fucked it on air live and they said DD Megadoo. I believe my wife worked with that person. It was either that one or another big reporter flub. I can't remember exactly, but I think it was the DD Megadoo. Not my big wheel. Yeah, the only big wheel you're going to be enjoying is Axel from Twisted Metal. That's right. You're going to have to grow up. Stop trying to wake me from the dream. Me realizing that we are all just entities within the dream of one benevolent creature. You know, I think I should wake up the creature. You know, I think today's a good day to wake the creature up. You can say that when you have a really bad day. Today's the day where I go and you know what? Fuck it. We wake up the creature. Will they bring the hot blue guy from X-Men? Beast? We can hope. What is the next, what is it, Doomsday? Did they announce the cast? Didn't one of the guys who played Beast, he's gonna be on the cast? Was it Kelsey? I don't think it's Kelsey Grammer Beast, right? It's like, is the guy from the Michael Fassbender X-Men movies. Is it Kelsey Grammer? Is it crazy that Kelsey Grammer went on a tear after Frasier for a little bit, descended into the pit directly, was on fucking Money Plane. Now they've resurrected Frasier on Paramount Plus, and like he's just getting W's left and right again. Scrambled eggs. He's just getting W's left and right. I don't know why they keep handing him all these W's. Call him a cat stuck on the fucking keyboard. Their paw's stuck on the W key. The guy from the Sonic movies is coming back as Cyclops. James Marsden. He should just stick to Sonic, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's probably fine. Great for nostalgia. Marvel is definitely betting on millennial nostalgia to carry the wave. But you could have just had a different guy do that. You know, you could have just had a different guy do that. Didn't have to be James Marsden again. Right. No, they need to do a crossover with the X-Men from Fox. I know it's the fucking peak millennial nostalgia. They have the characters. So they're gonna get the actors back to be like, remember your childhood when you went and you saw X-Men? I know Patrick Stewart. Remember him from Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness? He was Charles Xavier. We remember Logan. Remember Beast? Hugh Jackman. We brought him back as a Wolverine. You remember the beauty and the majesty of all your favorite Marvel characters from when you were a kid, but the actors are old now. Kelsey Grammer, the Beast. You got James Marsden. He's going to be Cyclops again. Like, do you remember? Do you remember when you were a baby? When you were a sweet baby? When you were a bouncing baby? You remember when you were a bouncy baby, right? You think about it, maybe. Think about maybe giving us some more money, please. Whatever, a little bit more money, please. I'm just saying. I give you a favorite character. I showed you a favorite character to you, and I think you can give it just a little bit more money, please. I think you're not appreciating that I'm showing you your childhood all over again. I know you're looking into the vacuous void, the world beyond. You're staring directly into the mouth of madness, but I think that you can spend a little bit of money for your childhood nostalgia. You don't want to wrap yourself in the warm blanket of nostalgia? Well, do a little bit of money, please. Just a little bit of money. That's all I'm asking. Well, just thing you remember. You know, just all we're asking is a little bit of money. We didn't put any thought behind it. There's not any weight or impetus to any of the storytelling that we'll be telling in the narrative. But Robert Downey Jr. is back, and he's like the bad guy now. It's like when you see your favorite wrestler, and your favorite wrestler, he's a bad guy now. Like John Cena's a bad guy now, too. Do you remember being a millennial? Do you remember being 28 years old? Do you remember being 14 years old and you saw X-Men? Do you remember that? I'm unplugging my headphones. That means it's a good bit. I'll take it. Honestly, that's a compliment. Do you dream? Don't you just want to be a warm slug in the sea salt ocean, just existing in perpetuity forever, as you only experience the same things over and over again? Dread any new experiences, run from them, dread them, they will scare you, they will remove you from this timeline. Don't you want more multiverse stuff? More multiverse stuff, right? You fucking love the multiverse. You fucking love that Rick and Morty show. So why do you not want to give us just a little bit of money? So I think you don't like the Cena heel turn, then that's fine, man. I just don't care about wrestling right now. The Cena heel turn is very much like a end of his career. Like, let him do it. Let him get away with it, right? Dude deserves to get away with it, and it'll be a fun run. Don't sub to him after that crawling on all fours talk. Rock, I'm sorry, but I caught you crack a smile, so you can't say shit. I know you're gonna unfollow and refollow again. I saw you crack a smile. I hate to break it to you, I have cams on location. I could feel the energy from you as you pushed away from your computer. I got you. You're locked down, I'm sorry. I got you. That'd be a scary thing for a streamer to do. Candid camera, their fucking mods. Start the stream, just start bringing up fucking videotape. Play the tape. Rock is just eating like a, I don't know, out of a big tub of sour cream from the fridge. Brendan, you installed cameras all over my house? I just want to see what my mods are up to. I think this is a breach of privacy. The Brendan State spying on you, not for security, but to see all your funny fails. Fail Army's fascist dictatorship, where they install cameras in your home, and every single time you have a whoops moment, they record it and send it to literally everybody on the earth. I think this clip will make you all laugh. Gorgon Jensen, 432343 West Highway Street, Los Angeles, California. Roll the footage. As you can see, we have video of them splitting their pants as they slowly try to pull their pant legs up. Their pant leg gets caught in their foot, and as they pull it up to the butt and bend over, the pants split, revealing whitey tighties with hearts on them. Horrible day for them, but a great day for us. The Fail Army dictatorship would just, I mean, honestly, I'd be laughing, but I'd also be crying. They would capture your every... That just sounds like a Black Mirror episode, like a really bad Black Mirror episode. They capture all of your funny fails and share them with everybody. You live or die depending on how many upvotes you get. Isn't that an actual Black Mirror episode? Oh yeah, no, I don't know about that, but I know that Black Mirror had Belatro in it, yeah. Now, wondering. Yeah, I didn't see, like, what the episode constituted. Like, I just saw the screenshot of it, same as you. Probably on your favorite content aggregate site. But I will say, now, if you saw Belatro in Black Mirror, would it be better or worse if they had the Jimbo's Big Naturals mod installed? Better or worse? Like, you're at the eye doctor here. Number 1 or number 2? Better or worse? What if your mum was a computer and she played Belatro? What if your mum was a calculator and I spelled boobs on her? What if your mum was a flash drive and I put a bunch of Renamon fart pictures on her? What are you gonna do? What if your mum was a car and I fucking sold her? What if I Black Mirror episode where I turn your mom into a copy of Hayes and I trade her into the GameStop for 5 fucking pence? What if your dad was a toaster and I put bread inside of him and he made sexual noises? Because the part of the toaster where I put the bread in, that's the prostate, yeah? That's... What if I animorph your dad into a modem router? The collector's edition Evangelion modem router combination from Asus. What then, huh? Playing the internet on your dad? What you gonna do then? What if I turn your dad into a digital scale, and then your mum steps on him, and your dad says, oh, too fat, and your mum breaks the scale. Kills her husband, who's now a scale. What if you open the refrigerator? You close the refrigerator, you look at the tablet on your smart fridge. That's your mum. What if you go to the grocery store? You look at all the products. Guess what I've done? I've turned your dad into a pickle. A digital pickle. You sound insane. Yeah, I mean, welcome to the stream. Sorry, buddy, I turned your dad into a starter kit for Xbox Live. They come with 1,500 Microsoft points, a headset, and a chat pad. You can buy Castle Crashers with your dad. Sorry. You're hardly even British anymore. Black Mirror episode where they turn your parents into a queue. British people would fucking scream. They love queues. All I really know about the UK, British people fucking love queues. They love lining up for things. You could have a line for nothing. They'd get in line. Your mum minging. Your dad minging. Your aunts and uncles fucking minging. Black Mirror episode where they turn your parents British. Black Mirror episode where they turn your parents British, but it's colonial British, and you still live in the United States, and they're constantly trying to just take the colonies back. They're trying to raise funds through, like, GoFundMe to turn the United States back into the colonies. The 51 colonies, actually. I can't believe that your parents single-handedly bringing colonialism back. Not gonna lie, your mom fucking kills the powdered wig. She fucking rocks it. Black Mirror episode where they turn your parents into a bolo. They can have Florida. Florida's sunk in like 5 years, right? Like, we all know. They're going to take the ballast out of there. What I imagine, when I think of Florida sometimes in the way that Florida is sinking, what I imagine is the blue barrels from Half-Life 2 are slowly propped up underneath the entire state of Florida, and there's just like an evil guy who's taking the barrels out from Florida, and that's why the coast is encroaching. Not climate change, right? Like, that'd be silly. I believe in barrel theory. Right? That underneath the continents, there is a set amount of blue barrels that float to the ocean and give the continent its buoyancy. And there's a guy under Florida, and he's just taking the barrels out slowly but surely. They're God's barrels. Florida has gone like 15 years. Thinking about that time that, I think, was it Florida, where they tried to make a reef for like fish and sea creatures, and they were like, I think in the 80s or 70s, they had the brain genius, the mega mind idea to build a reef out of a bunch of fucked up tires. So they just dumped a fuckload of tires in the ocean. And like, so when are the fish gonna come? They're still picking up fucking tires. Tires are still washing up on beaches all along the coastline. They're still picking up fucking tires. What if Brendan pulled a Sadako and crawled out of our screens? I'd be concerned. I don't think my ass could fit through some screens. I mean, like, I could probably be, if you got like a home entertainment system, I'm fine. But like, if you're watching this shit on your phone, I can waggle my finger fucking through. But if you're watching this on a 27-inch screen, buddy, I got a 34-inch waist. I got a fat ass and a lot to prove. I am not making it through. We all know this. Sorry, I lied. 36-inch waist. I said 34. I had a 34-inch waist like 5 years ago. I'm losing weight, though. I'm losing weight. I'm down to 245 now. I mean, what was it? Beginning of last year, I was 280. So, and like, honestly, if like the nightmare hadn't encroached upon my mind territory, I'd probably be down to 220 now. Googled it. The tires broke away and almost immediately and caused more damage to surrounding coral reefs. That being said, I think we should try again. Corbin, you're a dreamer. You know, I respect that. I respect that. I honestly believe that any failed product or project in time, Corbin, if somebody like you was behind it, I think it wouldn't fail. I think that you and you alone are probably the only person who could make the N-Gage a profitable product that is still around to this day. Crazy idea. What if we jump in the water and catch the fish by slowly emptying the ocean? Badlands Chugs. We can call upon him. Only guy who could do it. He could drink the whole ocean. What I'm hearing is we have to call upon the might and power of Badlands Chugs. One final drink. One final sip for Badlands Chugs. If anybody can do it, it's Badlands Chugs. Just to, like, imagine fucking an 80-hour video popping up on, like, your timeline, and it's just the final sip. Batman AU in 10,000 BC where the Joker doesn't want to stop being a hunter-gatherer. I don't think so, Batman. Fields of crops, irrigation techniques, soil density. No, I'll stick to my berries, mushrooms, and grubs. I'm not an idiot, Batman. Oh, honestly, you call it Batman Babylon. There you go. The spear is a superior weapon, Joker. You say that, Batsy, yet I don't think you're ready for my rock attack. Joker, you have to rotate your crops, Joker. Joker! But what if I only grow wheat, Batman? Only wheat. No soy, no corn, no squash, no tomatoes. Only wheat, Batman. No! Batman, I'm going to say something quite ridiculous. I don't live in a society, and I refuse to partake in it. He's a chud, Alfred. He's an ANCAP, Alfred. He's out there in the woods eating bugs. That's all he does all day, Alfred. He just fucking eats bugs and slaps his big Joker belly. We gotta call in somebody. He needs help. He doesn't even want to build elaborate traps anymore. He just builds snares for rabbits that he eats raw, Alfred. He says the protein is better for him. The Joker, Alfred, he's been watching Liver King videos. He's been getting raw liver directly shipped to his location in the woods, Alfred. You can't arrest me, Commissioner Gordon. I'm a sovereign citizen. He lives in the woods. Is he a bear? I don't know why that one made me laugh. Dude, Goldilocks and the Three Bears, but it's the Joker. It's Warner Brothers, if the Superman movie tanks, I'm the guy. Talk to me, I'm the guy. Joker Locks and the Three Little Bear, parentheses, Batmans. And they just fucking kill him. Vanquishing the Joker by making him learn the Liver King was on steroids to nobody's surprise. Have you played Arkham Asylum 1? Jonkler he does use performance-enhancing drugs to become Big Jonkler. Yeah, you can't forget about Big Joker, right? You got the whole Big Joker boss battle. He does that. He would love the Liver King. He'd love the Liver King even more if he found out the Liver King was on performance-enhancing drugs. He'd be like, oh, fuck. I'm into that. He would feed the Liver King more steroids. He would be like, let's see how big this boy can get. Because he does that to himself. He juices himself up. That was City. He got juiced up on Titan. No, that was Asylum. In City, that's the after effects. Sorry, I actually know more about Batman Arkham than you. I frequent the subreddit. I know what's up. In Arkham Asylum, he gets the Venom. Da-da-da-da, and then he becomes the big Joker at the very end. In City, he's suffering the after effects of the Venom and from becoming big Joker. And then he fucking dies. And then in Night, Batman is trying to unjonkle himself and multiple people that are infected with the Jonko blood. So, come at me with that shit. Hit me with that misinformation. I'm batting 100. Mental health starts now. In Night, he's Jonkler Silverhand. Pretty much, it's the guy in your head trope. Guy in your head, you become the guy. Jonkler Silverhand is true. I'm on that Mentat slime, yeah. Like I said, Arkham Asylum to Arkham Knight, even though I don't like Knight as much, I still think Arkham City, even though it's aged a little bit, I still think that's probably top 5 open world games, I would say. I love the Batman stuff in that so much. I was a big Batman TAS kid, which I mean very clear. Like, look at me. But Arkham Knight has some good bits in it. I just hate how much they were trying to be like, who could be the Arkham Knight? Ooh. And it's like, we fucking... Guys, this is so painfully obvious it actually fucking hurts that you're trying to make this like a, who could it? This is like a, oh, Palpatine's not the Emperor. George Lucas bit. Like, you failed. We'll get him next time. Like, we all know. Bitch, we all know. Like, it was obvious from the get-go who it was. But it has some good bits in it. I think that the Arkham games are almost stronger due to their side content. Origins is good, and it needs a part. Port, not a part. Origins I've never played, and I'm sorry. I don't care how many times you do it. I don't care how many times you want to do it. Troy Baker will never be my Joker. I respect the hustle. I respect the acting work. I respect that people got paid. People did a job. They got a fat stack of big boy money. I will never appreciate Troy Baker Joker. So anybody else, I just do not respect Troy Baker Joker. He's not the Joker to me. He's just not the Joker. You know? My Joker will always be Jared Leto. My Joker is always going to be Kevin Michael Richardson. I mean, Mark Hamill, obviously, but like, when Joker does that, that's a really good Joker. Underrated Joker is Dreadlock Joker. You're the real Joker. I should be your favorite Joker. And unlike the impractical ones, I have zero to little controversy. You are a Joker? Yeah, I'm gonna ruin your Balatro run, sorry. Put your fucking phone down. What is it? 10 of hearts? 10 of hearts? 10 of hearts? 3 of a kind? Come on, man. You can do better than that. Discard. Discard your whole hand. Discard, if you're playing Balatro right now, discard your whole hand. I don't care if you're on the best run of your life. Discard your whole hand. I think if Haley Welch didn't do the rug pull, she would have ended up in Fortnite eventually. Yeah, I mean, there's still a chance. Like, realistically, all she had to do was run her podcast and get, like, she could have, like, done merch drops and stuff and probably made a fair amount of money, like, a comfortable amount of money to live on. But the core aspect of greed, and the other thing about her rug pull is, like, the entire U.S. economy is now a pump and dump rug pull. So, like, she's not in trouble, man. The entire United States economy is now a rug pull. Like, how could you put her in trouble when that's literally the entire country right now? I'm buying it the next day. Dead cat bounce. Even a dead cat, it'll bounce. I love that people were shocked that she did a rug pull. Is it her fucking podcast through Logan Paul's podcast network or whatever? Like, obviously she was going to grift. I only ever see Brendan talk about Hawk Tuah. I don't talk about Hawk Tuah. Chat brings it up, and every time I'm like, we have to let it go. And they know that I'm going to talk about it because they bring it up, and then I'm like, we have to let it go. And then we get into it, and we're having a conversation about Hawk Tuah, and 25 minutes later, fuck, go my eagle, go my hawk. I got Tuah birds, and they're both fucking flying. Just like that dead Rooster Teeth game. This shit a vicious cycle. What if she would have ended up on the Tradwife grift? Maybe. With her, like, podcast. realistically, like, there's a lot of money in merch. And I think that probably she would have been fine if she just, like, ran merch, ran the podcast into the ground, showed up in a couple of shows, used that money to go to college, get, like, a job that actually has an effect on this earth. But no, is it the rug pull into, like, the I'm not in trouble for the rug pull, into back into the podcast. Did some tabletop last night. That's kind of why I took the day off. I went to my mental health appointment and got all set up for Tuesday. They're gonna look into my brain and be like, here are the pills that will make you feel better. And then I did fucking Vampire, and I did Mutants and Masterminds with 2 different groups in one night. I was up until like fucking 3 a.m. I was like, I just did tabletop for 3 hours. And then it's like my other group is like, we're doing tabletop. And I'm like, I have to do tabletop for 4 more hours. You got mental health money. There was like a medical grant that I can be on. But also like I got my taxes done and I had more money left over than I thought. So instead of buying something fucking stupid with that money, I'm saving some of it and then using it for mental health. Did you do imagination for both groups? The vampire game, my character is Charlie Harper. He's a vampire dad from Minnesota. The Mutants and Masterminds game, I was Imaginathan. Now, let me tell you about Imaginathan. The Imaginathan is a character in our Mutants and Masterminds game, and he has the power of imagination. So what he does is he can summon any object within reason, no solids, no liquids, no gases, no like electronics with really complicated pieces. To a degree, unless he studies them. So, Mutants and Masterminds, we are mid-session. We had just broken into this place. One of our heroes killed a guy, and the mayor is blackmailing us. So we did some business. We did some funny business. We figured out, like, where the mayor was and where some villains were. So we broke in. Imaginathan is a character built for bits. In combat, he drops bowling balls on people's head that he apparates out of thin air. And the objects stay for as long as Imaginathan wants them to stay. Great Imaginathan bits. To get a bunch of the security guards away, I went into the cafeteria and I was like, how do we get a bunch of fucking dork scientist security guards into a room so that we can lock them inside? Rocky Horror Picture Show. Found out some of the guys on the base didn't like Rocky Horror Picture Show, so I built a bunch of standees for a Dude Bro movie night, Rocky Horror Picture Show, and the Meg double feature. And then we called them all in, told them attendance was mandatory, and we locked them inside. Really excellent bit, IMO. Locked them all up inside. Tried to, and this was a really stupid bit that honestly only worked out because of a sequence of rolls that we made. We had to get into this room where they had a giant death ray that was fully locked up. Our key cards that we got didn't work. And I decided, how do we get them? Pizza delivery. I pretend I'm a pizza delivery guy, and we're going to deliver them a pizza. They genuinely don't believe us until one of our cohorts sees them through the security cameras and makes them so hungry they decide to open the door. And then I hit them with the bowling ball. Trying to think. In combat with the mayor and another superhero, I think I dropped a bowling ball, a kitchen sink, and a giant stone egg, and I critical hit the mayor with a giant stone egg. Pretty good. Is that good damage? A critical hit with a big egg? Well, Mutants and Masterminds works a little differently in tabletop. It doesn't run off like HP. It runs off toughness, dodging, willpower, fortitude. There's not necessarily an HP pool, but, you know, you run out of a certain aspect, I think, and you die. Giant enemy egg. That was kind of the session, honestly. Vampire, we just got some setup done. Some more setup for later. My vampire guy, the vampire session that I had before the Mutants Mastermind session was about 2 hours. We were just getting setup done, doing some, like, light character RP, and then figuring out our, like, vampire domain. But yeah, I mean, two good sessions. I had a lot of fun. Honestly, I think I'm going to do a bit at some point where Imaginathan disappears or gets captured. I want to play as his brother Dave, who just runs a food truck, and I'm just going to make him a normal guy. Just for like a couple of sessions, I think would be fun. What kind of truck? It just runs it's Dave's taco truck. He does like white people tacos, but he does them in an interesting way. He also, his hit item is honestly walk-in tacos. It's Doritos in a bag with Korean barbecue. I have this thought out. It's like Korean barbecue and Doritos and lettuce and tomatoes. What's Imagine Nathan's weakness? I mean, he's not good at punching. He's not good at fighting. He has no strength. You can avoid his objects. I put all of his fucking points into lying and creating objects. So, I mean, you could fucking shoot him with a gun. If you miss, you miss. But if you hit him, it's gonna fucking hurt. This is a food truck Brennan wants to do for real. The Humble Walking Taco, fair food is amazing. And the Humble Walking Taco may be some of the best fair food. Not gonna lie. You literally just, you get a bag of Doritos or a bag of Fritos, you open it up, meat, cheese, tomatoes and lettuce if you wanna. The Humble Walking Taco is some of the best fair food. You walk around with it, it's already contained within the pouch, the bag. It's already bagged. You drop your topping, you slop your toppings in there. Boom, bam, boom. You just walk around with a fucking walking taco. It's good shit. Been to any state fairs outside of Iowa? No. And I've never been to the state fair. I've only been to county fairs. I'm a county fair kind of guy. I don't go to the damn Iowa State Fair where they got the hog calling competition where I'd fucking clear them out by just melting. They would never survive. Iowa County Fair's got like corn on a stick. No, Iowa County Fair's got deep fried butter, deep fried Oreo. You get the funnel cake that'll give you the bubble gut. That's what it's about. You get that funnel cake, give you the bubble gut. You get a walking taco. It's not too heavy. Iowa State Fair is kind of sick, actually. One day I'm gonna go. I gotta. As like an Iowan, I gotta see what it has to offer. I gotta see the butter cow. Wow, cow made of butter. Incredible. I think it's almost as big as my daughter. What if the fair was the fair from A Million Ways to Die in the West? I don't know, To the Dark. What if the fair was a Seth MacFarlane movie? It would simply be a cutaway gag. Y'all got Iowa flea markets? We have a problem in our town, at least, where there are a couple of guys. There's like a group of guys. There's like a group of husky dads who wander around town that go to all the secondhand stores and flea markets. They buy all the good shit. And they do this like about either weekly or a couple of days a week. They go to all the flea markets and it's just a group of husky dads and they thrift shop. All the good shit. All the good shit. They sell that shit on eBay. One of them is a friend. I worked with him at GameStop. He's a nice guy. He doesn't resell what he doesn't have, and he tries to sell things to friends first for cheaper. But he will offload stuff on eBay for market price. But he does give it, like, I bought Digimon World 2 from him on the PS1 for like $20. It was a good deal. Yeah, it's a husky dad thrift mob. Yeah. Market price is fine, yeah. I've talked about him before. He owns every PS Vita game. Every single one. Even the Japanese exclusive ones. He has them all. Like, went out of his way to get every single one. Even the lucrative, like, rare Kickstarter games that, like, offered a Vita, like, a small amount of Vita editions. Like, I think he has every single one. Does he own Barbershop? Barbershop's not a Vita game. Barbershop was a PSP UMD, which was an Ultimate Media Disc. Or Universal Media Disc. That was a PSP object, not a PS Vita object. The PS Vita used cartridges. It could not play the UMDs. To be fair, you could get Netflix on your Vita, and you could watch Barbershop on there, maybe. Vita specifically is strange. I loved my Vita. I did. Like, I will always say, the best way to play Hotline Miami and Binding of Isaac, unironically, with the tight controls in the Vita, genuinely the best platform to play them on. I hate saying it. Hotline Miami on the Vita and Binding of Isaac on the Vita, the best way to play them. The controls on the Vita were perfect for top-down games. Like, genuinely perfect. Something about the way they do be. When I brought my Vita first, it was just for Persona 4 Golden, but now I just have it jailbroken and I've been enjoying it. It's kind of a Persona 4 Golden machine, yeah. I think I played, like, Killzone Mercenaries on it. The weird Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified. Fuck. The bad Uncharted game with cards. Balatro Uncharted. I can't remember exactly what it was like. God, what else did I really care about my Vita for? Funniest story. Some of the first Vitas offered, you could buy a cell phone plan with the Vita. And one of my friends, Chad, in college, actually bought the data plan for the Vita and was trying to use it as his mobile device for a bit. Not a good bit. Not a good bit. No, I didn't play Soul Sacrifice. I missed out on that one. Played a lot of, I think, Final Fantasy Tactics and Tactics Ogre. How does that work? It came with a SIM card. Kind of miss when companies would release handhelds that were just multimedia devices. Honestly, the problem with doing that is you don't need to be. You don't need to be a multimedia device for a gaming system. And we all know why, right? That's right, Gary Busey. No, your phone. You got a fucking phone. Everyone got their fucking phone. Everybody on their fucking phone. I'm not going to blame Gary Busey for that. I'll blame him for Quigley. But everybody on their fucking phone. Your phone do everything that they want your multimedia device to be able to do. Now, the phone is the gaming device. Nah, you can game on your phone, but like, can't really game on your phone. No matter what you do, gaming on your phone for any video game that's not like Balatro or Candy Crush or, I don't know, Clash of Clans. Anything that's a little bit more intensive or like running an emulator fucking sucks. The interface on a touchscreen phone is doo-doo. And then if you want to do it better, you buy a Bluetooth controller and then you hook it up to it and then you're fucking the nerd walking around with your Bluetooth controller attached to your fucking phone. And even then, still kind of sucks. Sure, you can play Knights of the Old Republic on your phone, but you got a pewter? You got Xbox? You got PS4, PS5? It's going to be better there. I struggle to imagine people that only play Action Gacha on their phone. Well, it's not about playing when it comes to Action Gacha on your phone. It's about putting your credit card directly into it and then buying the characters and being a whale. I feel like you're more likely to be a whale if you play an Action Gacha on your phone than if you don't play it on your phone. But I don't know. You know, there's not any studies about that, so we cannot confirm nor deny that. Real gamers play Morrowind on the tube. Well, like the fucking subway? Like, pull up your Steam Deck, play Morrowind? Real gamers play Morrowind at the rooftop party. Bringing my Steam Deck to a rooftop party. Oh, do you guys want to play Jackbox? No, we're drinking and playing beer pong and having fun and socializing. Fine. I'll sit in the corner. I'll just play Morrowind then. Fine. Whatever, man. I'm having a great time over here. I brought White Claws. Anybody want a White Claw? Nah, man, we're drinking straight gin. We're making Jaeger bombs later. We're playing beer pong. Do you want to join us playing beer pong? Nah. I brought my Steam Deck. Gonna play a little, Kenshi. You probably haven't heard of it. It's a pretty cool game. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing Mountain Blade Warband, so, you know, don't let me ruin the fun. I'm just gonna be making battle noises on my Steam Deck while you guys are playing fucking beer pong. That guy that really wants to play Jackbox, but nobody else does. You guys don't want to play Jackbox? Fine. Fine. I'm gonna share my Discord screen. And, I don't know. I'm gonna play, Caves of Cud. They're always trying to paint us as the soy jack. Well, you know, as somebody who soys and jacks, I think, you know, it's the pot calling the kettle black. I think if anybody knows, it'd be this guy. I mean, I kind of be out there jacking my soy. I'm sorry. Why do they keep on inviting this hypothetical nerd? His dad owns the company they work at, so it's a... People are multifaceted sometimes. Who knows? Maybe he has a huge hog. Maybe he's the annoying one in the polycule, and he's got the massive hog. Yeah, there's got to be one dude in the polycule with the incredibly massive hog. It's why he has the Steam Deck. He's the polycule bull. I'm imagining the artist friend at a bar hangout pulling out a whole ass Huon drawing pad to draw their friends as a soy jack mid-argument. I mean, it would be a real power move if you were arguing with your friend and you mid-argument drew them as a soy jack and just handed it to them on the bar napkin. Like, I'm not gonna lie, using the power for art for selfish evil is kind of powerful. I was hanging out with my mom and my grandma yesterday for a bit. We went to Applebee's because my grandma really wanted to go to Applebee's. And I was like, it's like 2:30 p.m. What are they going to get? My mom gets a blue cocktail. And then my grandma looks at the menu and she says, I want the bucket. And I look down and she's pointing at a fucking bucket cocktail that you can get at Applebee's. And they bring my grandmother the bucket at 2:30 p.m. And as I eat my hamburger and drink my Mountain Dew Berry Blast, I watch my grandmother drink an entire bucket of cocktail. The entire blue cocktail bucket, she drinks the whole fucking thing. 2:30 p.m. She drank the chug jug. Yeah, she had the slurp juice. True. No. Oh, dude, she's going to fucking... Oh, is it Alabama or Arkansas? Her and her sister, my great aunt, they're planning another road trip soon, and I'm terrified because they follow a lot of like life and family YouTubers, and they keep talking about like finding out where they live. And every time I see her, she just talks about finding out where like family and farm YouTubers live and then visiting their farms and their houses. And I have to keep having this conversation with my fucking grandma of like, Nana, you can't stalk people. It's just not cool. Gotcha. I have to keep having this fucking talk with my Nana. Nana, you can't do this. That's not cool. She's like, we're just going to stand outside their house and take pictures. And I'm like, I hope for your sake, they're going to stalk the family vloggers again. That was her and her sister were luckily, I'm not going to lie. My great aunt Becky, very normal lady. Out of all of my grandmother's siblings, the only normal one. Out of 5 siblings, only normal one. Did she watch Daddy of 5? No, my Nana doesn't watch Daddy of 5. My Nana watches she watches like farming YouTubers who like sell their sheep. Like she watches like crafty YouTubers and like some family YouTubers that are about like farming and creating. 'Cause my grandma, we're pretty sure there's something. And she gets she goes through periods of time where she gets like an obsession with like a craft or something. And right now she's been in like a Barbie period for a while, right? So she has like a big doll house and she makes a lot of stuff for her Barbies and she likes to show off like the doll furniture she makes. She's like super into making doll furniture and she always shows it off whenever I visit. And I like that, you know, my grandma's been like when I was a kid, she was like my best friend. So like, yeah, she's a weirdo, but you know, is she still into the Kindle werewolf romances? I can neither confirm nor deny that my grandma was reading werewolf porn. The more that I thought about it, after my uncle, who lives with her, sent me his manifesto of his werewolf comic idea that he put in ChatGPT and then sent me the ChatGPT thing. I'm pretty sure it was my uncle just using that account. My grandma still reads smut. I don't know how much of it was actual werewolf smut that she was reading. You fucking what? My uncle is a creature. I love him as much as you can love somebody who is as abrasive. He's still family. But he gets these ideas in his head for stories or narratives. Way back when I started doing YouTube, he was always like, remember when you had toy army men and you played with them as a kid? What if you did videos like that where you played with the toy army men and then you made like a movie out of it? Kind of guy who's like, I could run a restaurant. I was a Burger King manager and a Taco Bell manager. I know what it takes to run a restaurant. Very much when I was a kid, he would talk to me about like, Brendan, I have a new idea for my vampire novel. What if instead of sucking their blood, they sucked their skin? So, I mean, this is like 2 years ago, year and a half, 2 years ago. He wanted to share something that he was into, and I gave him notes on it, and it was his werewolf novel or werewolf comic idea that he wanted to write. And he wrote like some stuff, and then he just put it all into ChatGPT. And the second I realized it was ChatGPT, I stopped being nice and just tore into it. Had to be like, why are there, in this 30-page manuscript you've handed me, why do they say 18 times in this manuscript, eating raw meat, consuming raw meat? Why are there multiple times in this manuscript where they're like, they're eating raw meat, they're consuming raw meat? Like, what's the theming for this? Why do they keep repeating that over and over again in like the werewolf clans? What's with the eating raw meat, consuming raw meat, enjoying raw meat? I don't know about this. Raw meat is back on the menu. 18th consecutive time they've said we're consuming a pile of raw meat, eating fat, wet meat. No, and I've told them before, like, you know, because when I was a kid, I would listen to his crazy bullshit because I was like, wow, I love reading books and having fun. And I try to give him like a chance all the time, and like the last time he was over at my house for fuck, what was that? Was it Christmas? Maybe it was Christmas. I can't remember. He was just being a dick. He just wanted to fucking fight. And I was like, I don't have the energy nor the brain cells to fight with you, because if I do, I'm going to win the moral victory, but you're going to walk away thinking that you won no matter what I do. Is he the weed gummy guy? No. So I talk about like family lore and stuff. I have 2 uncles and an aunt on my dad's side, and I have 2 uncles on my mom's side. The uncle that lives with my grandma is not the weed guy. His older brother, my other uncle, is. No, actually, you reminded me that they're taking the weed uncle with them on their trip to Alabama. My grandma and my great aunt are taking the weed uncle with them on their Alabama or Arkansas trip, and I'm kind of terrified. I don't know, man. I've talked about it before, but my favorite car design, if I owned a car, we didn't just have like the one vehicle, it'd be a smart car. I just need something that like piddles around. I don't need it for anything else. Putters around, not piddles. Piddles is piss. I need a piss car. You know what I think I should have? I should buy a piss car. I think it's good for the economy. It's good for my water bill. And what are they going to do with the piss? Realistically, what is the sewage treatment plant going to do with the piss? I have a way better use for the piss car. I have a way better use for the piss. You go into the piss car. The Amish already have a piss car. Oh, well, are you talking about horses? Are you talking about feeding the horse piss? What the... I'm sorry, I don't know if I want to go down this rabbit hole. Are you talking about horses are full of, but they're not powered by piss? We're talking about a vehicle powered by piss, not a vehicle that has piss. I fundamentally understand that horses, yeah, they pee. I get that. But what about a vehicle powered by the power of piss? I'm not talking, yeah, fundamentally, I understand. I'm fat with it. The knowledge of this, I get it. Horses pee and piss, but I'm going to be real with you. What about a vehicle powered on piss? Need me a car that pisses. It sucks out the rest of the electrolytes that you've wasted. Listen, I've seen 127 hours. That man, he drinks his own piss. And you could drink your piss once and get a little bit of hydration from it. So realistically, if I drink big boy Gatorade, like, I don't know, some fruit punch Gatorade or maybe some white cherry or, you know, some tropical freeze. If I have a big boy Gatorade and those electrolytes, they're not being used by my body, why not put them in the piss car? Less waste, better spending. More waste, more Brending. Chat, don't listen to the big piss shill. Oh, sorry, do you want a car powered entirely by big poop? Huh? Got the fucking manure car ready, powered entirely by methane, huh? Ridiculous, the shit I gotta put up with. Ridiculous. You want a smart car? I got the fart car. Don't listen to big shit. Don't bring big cums into this either. I don't want to hear about it. Big cum, big shit, big piss. They're all trying to sell you on a lie. Me? I got you, man. The first vehicle powered entirely by fingernail clippings. Finally. What do you do with them? Do you save them in a jar? Do you eat them? Do you drop them on the floor and then your cat eat them? Genius idea for you, Buster. Genius idea. Instead of all of that, you put them in a car. When your car breaks down, do you call a plumber? If your car breaks down and it's powered by shit and you call a plumber, would it be cheaper than going to the mechanic? Or more expensive? I mean, with the poop car, you could integrate the fuel extraction apparatus into the chair rather than needing to have the entire separate nozzle for the poop. True, but I feel like you want a collapsible toilet on the outside so that people have to see you shit. Like, you want people to know you bought the shit car. Otherwise, what's the point of getting the shit car? Right? I don't know, man. I think, whatever. Go ultra kill. Blood is fuel. Cum is blood. That's fair, but it's incredibly powerful to shit your whole ass while you're booking it down the I-90. I guess the problem with the shit car is you kind of have to ruin yourself to be able to power your car. Yourself and your diet would just be fucked. In your little car console, you have like just a baggie full of fiber gummies. Instead of a nitro booster, you open up a secret compartment and it's a 5-layer burrito from Taco Bell with a Baja Blast. Yeah, the Haribo sugar-free gummy bears. You're right. Those will get you going. Drinking the milk of magnesia. I gotta power my car some way. You can buy shit like you can buy gas. Nah, sorry. Actually, the poop car exists in a barterful world. There's no more money. They got rid of it. So you can't actually buy it anymore. What you can do is, I don't know, have some sheep, some cows, barter for the poop car, barter for the gas. When you think about it, oil is basically ancient shit. Yeah, I mean, it's like ancient biomaterial. We just got to find the way to turn the shit and turn that poop into wine. You know, turn the shit into gas. Thinking about if they even found a way, you know, to harvest the festering gas from shit. I don't think it'd be worth it. I think it'd probably just be bad for the atmosphere because you're just going to be releasing methane while you burn it. Methane doesn't burn clean, so. I left a reggaeton help move a piano. It almost crushed my foot. Was it back in high school? My friend slash ex-girlfriend, not girlfriend at the time. We got paid, I think it was like 4 guys. We got paid in pizza, to help her dad move because, her dad had moved back into town. And she had a good relationship with her dad and mom. They were just divorced. And bless her dad's heart, I still think of him. We pulled everything out of the moving truck. We got paid in pizza because it's high school or whatever. And then the last thing in the movie truck is a piano. And he looks at us. He's like, you guys think you can get this piano up the stairs? 4 flights of fucking stairs. We had been moving for hours. 4 to 5 flights of narrow fucking stairs. All 4 of us, we just started looking at each other. We were like, sir, we don't think we can do that. You're going to have to hire a professional moving company for that. You're either going to have to put that in storage or hire a company. There's no fucking way we can do that. Anyway, boom, bada, boom. And then I lived with her mom for like 6 months. So, uprights are heavy as shit. It sucks. Yeah. This is why even if I had a car, I would never own a truck. If you have a truck, you are the guy that people go to if they need help moving. Like when Shelby and I move, we're just going to try to hire a moving company. And then we're going to get rid of a bunch of shit that we don't use anymore. Because when we moved into this house, it was a fucking nightmare. It was like 3 days of moving, 10-hour days. We had a little bit of help. Like my mom came by and would help out a little bit. But I actually, for like a month after we moved in, I just didn't fucking move. Because my feet were so sore. They were like fucking cracked and rigid. They looked like skeleton feet. You could see the bone. It feels really, really good to split a log in half, buddy. That's why I have an axe in my toilet. Why do you think I put a cheese cutter between my cheeks? Feels really good to split. Juvenile, Brendan. You're juvenile. Doo-doo humor will always be around as long as people doo-doo. Brother, I'd rather be splitting hogs at the grill. Real man bar time. Real man bar moment where you go to the man bar and they're fucking cutting up whole cooked hogs with a big fucking axe. You get a decanter of wine. Where do you think you are? The Marquis Palace? Nah, buddy. Here. Beer in a barrel. Barrel of beer for me? Barrel of beer, half a hog. Barrel of beer and a half a hog for me? Couldn't be. Oh yeah, barrel of scotch. Barrel of scotch, barrel of whiskey. Barrel of Axe body spray in liquid form.